Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to click on my video, and I just want to say thank you. If you are returning, thank you. If this is your first time, thank you. If you clicked on here by accident, thank you. I just want to say thank you to you all. Look, I need y'all to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to this channel. Just don't watch the video. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment or two. All right, y'all. Now that I got that out the way, y'all, we are here for another episode of You, Me, and My Ex. I am like really behind, so I'm gonna try to bust these out. But this is season 1, episode 4. Yeah, I know. Episode 4, girl. What? Episode 4, girl. Ain't we on like? Shh, don't even say what the movie on, cause I know. Slow. But I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Anyway, y'all know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch this, come back, watch and come back, run my mouth, do what I do best. Hold on. Okay, y'all, we opening up with Wendy, Jimmy, Lisa, and John. Lisa decided that she wanted to get on this RV, rent an RV, and drive from Jersey to Florida with her ex-husband and his current wife and her fiance. Now, I said this a million one times. Lisa's out of control. She thinks it's a good idea, but nobody else thinks it's a good idea, but everybody's going. Confusing. Now, we left off with Lisa wanting Jimmy to tell their 21-year-old son why they got a divorce. He 21. You think he care now? He living his life. He don't give a damn. Y'all still cool. Y'all both still in his lives. Everybody moved on. Well, not everybody moved on, because Lisa didn't move on from Jimmy. I don't care what nobody say. Lisa didn't move on from Jimmy. Lisa tries to make a plug every time she can. Every chance she get. Oh, he still be wanting me back in them days. He been with his wife for 14, either 14 to 18 years. One of those things. I think it's 18 years. Lisa, he don't want you. If he ain't trying to get with you in them 18 years, fuck it. He don't want you. All this that you doing for attention from him, he don't want you. And you making everybody else uncomfortable. But I'm not understanding why all these grown people decided to do this, and everybody but Lisa is uncomfortable. They get to the RV. She's excited about the RV. She's like, yeah, I told y'all we're going to be like rock stars. So, day off, driving on down the road. Okay, now we with Alex, Caroline, and Steven. Caroline and Alex is on their way to Alex's dad's house for she can meet the sister for the first time. And I don't know about the dad, but one of his sisters she already met. But he's telling her, like, just prepare yourself. They loud. She nervous. I'm like, yo, it's been 2 years. But he explained and said it's because they like Steven so much. But Steven is not in the picture. Like, I don't understand families when they do that. I understand that y'all like the person that the person was with prior. We get it. We totally get it. They are no longer together. I always thought that was disrespectful to the new person that's involved if you talking about the old person so much. But Alex do it too. I don't understand why Alex allowed Steve to be in his life so much. And the crazy part is we never seen Steve in person. Steve is always on the phone. I don't care what they doing. If they having a date, they probably be having boom rooms, smash session. He probably be calling. Like, he just calls all the time and they accept it. So he's nervous because they like Steven and they don't know Caroline. Okay, they get in the house and he walks in and they got jokes already. Dad said he like Bruce Lee and one of his sisters said he looked like Kill Bill. Dying laughing. I'm like, oh my God, Kill Bill for sure. Because you know Alex is always wearing a tracksuit. So they sit down and they introduce her. The sister hugs her. It was weird. It was weird. She was like, oh yeah, like I forgot to say hi to you, girl. So they're gonna sit, they're gonna talk. Questions are being asked, and we found out also in this scene that Dad is twisted already. Dad is already at the table. Woohoo! Guess who calls you guys? Steven! Why is Steven? Oh, I just said this. Why is he always calling? I feel like Alex be telling him that he going to dinner or something, or he be speaking to him, because I tell you, it seemed like he always called when they together. Either that or the show is like, all right, you gotta let him know so he can call, because it is called You, Me, and My Ex. So Steven do gotta keep popping up on the phone, not in person, but on the phone. So one of his sisters says to Caroline, first of all, one of the sisters is really excited to see Steven. The other sister asks her, like, are you okay with Steven always calling? Like, he's always calling. Do your ex always call you? And she's like, no, it's not a big deal, but he doesn't call me because he's in another relationship, and it just so happened that he's with a guy this time. So I said, damn, girl, you know how to pick him. Damn, girl. This one too? Shit. Your ex too, I meant to say. Anyway, so we found out her ex-boyfriend is gay. And so she says, oh, he's not gay. So the sister said, so what is he? And she said, so what is Alex? Alex? Why do we gotta put somebody in a box? I just never understood that. Like, he's whatever his name is. Just say his name is Bob. I don't know. Just say, what you mean, what is Bob? Bob is Bob. Bob is Bob. So anyway, so they get on the discussion of sexuality. What do you like to be called? Where do you feel like you fit in? And how do you feel? And things take a turn for the worse, because it went left so goddamn fast. I was confused for a second, because the sister wanted to know, how do Alex identify himself? And that's when the argument started. Hold on. So Alex says he's a demisexual. So the sister says, so you do got a category. So you do, it's a name for it. I just wanted to know. Alex gets so upset. I'm saying to myself, why are you so upset, Alex? Is this something that we need to know? Because I didn't understand why he got so upset. Because I feel like this is your sister. And if anybody can ask these kind of questions, it should be a family member. I don't think you should get offended, because who else is going to teach us this stuff? If I have a gay family member right here in front of me, I'm going to ask questions, and I don't think he or she should get upset. I'm just asking questions. Maybe you could fill some things in for me. But then again, I also say at the same time, I get his frustration, because it's like, why y'all trying to put me in a situation or a box that I'm telling y'all I don't want to be in? So they going back and forth, hooping and hollering, hooping and hollering, hooping and hollering. I said all this because you want to know what he was, and he didn't want to tell you, and so he blows up and you blow up. He storms out the house about he leaving. Caroline is sitting there confused, like, what the hell just happened? Y'all, long story short, he left Caroline at the house. I said, yo, did you really leave her? Alex, wait a minute. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. This is not how this works. What are you doing? You just left her at your family member's house, and you could have came back in the house and said, come on, now I'm leaving. I don't care how you would have said it, but you could have did any. I wouldn't care if you would have been aggressive at that moment, because we know you're not an aggressive person, but we would have took that versus you leaving her and not, you just saying, I'm leaving. Was she supposed to really believe that you was leaving? So yeah, y'all guys, he left her. She was about to cry. I felt bad for her, because I'm like, oh my gosh, why would you just do that to her? She goes back in. She basically asked the producer, can they take her home? She drove all the way home listening to Taylor Swift crying. Alex, so that's what you're going to do to her? So we just going to treat Caroline like that? We just going to leave her there, leave her stranded, like we don't, like she don't, like she not part of this relationship. You just up and go? Caroline, baby, I don't know. Because that would have been a huge problem for me. Excuse me. That would have been such a problem for me that it wouldn't even been funny at this point. Because I'm like, why are we doing this? You just left me at your family house. But anyway, yeah, her feelings is definitely hurt. Okay, Caroline gets home and wants to know, is he up? Where you at? What happened? Why did you leave? Oh, I just can't handle my family. It's just, you know, basically, he's full of shit. I don't give a fuck what you felt. I don't care how you felt. You could have came back in the house and got me. Like, why would you just leave me and not say, okay, you said you leaving, but was I supposed to know that? Was I really supposed to know you was going to really leave me at your family member's house because you couldn't take you couldn't handle what was going on at that moment? This is why I don't think Alex is comfortable yet where he's at, because I just think Alex is gay. I think he's with Caroline because I'm not going to say convenience, but I do feel like he loves her. I feel like she loves him. But as far as partnership in a relationship, a loving relationship, yeah, you love each other. But no. Because to me, I don't think he would have blew. It wasn't that blow up wasn't that serious. To me, that blow up wasn't that serious. You at your family house, your family's asking you questions. I don't know why you just could. Who they gonna ask without? And you shouldn't even be offended at this. Child, I don't think they was wrong. I don't think she was wrong. Well, then again, I probably think she's wrong because I'm like, okay, well, mind your business. It's not that serious. Like, if you see him getting uncomfortable, just let it go. But then sometimes you do want to know, like, okay, because like she said, I don't want to mislabel you. But why we got to put a label on it? Caroline feelings is hurt. What's his name? Alex look like his feelings is hurt. I'm like, why your feelings is hurt? You left her. What are we doing here? Basically, he gonna make it up to her, so he say. Moving on. Okay, up next we got Danielle and Josh, Jennifer and Chantel. They trying to have a baby. So, you know, Jennifer's ex-husband, is trying to get Chantel, which is Jennifer's wife, pregnant. Did I say that right? Her ex-husband sperm is in her current wife. They're trying to have a baby. She has to go to the bathroom. She also let us know that not only do she got to pee, but she got to take a poop too. I said, okay, girl. Do what you got to do. Just make sure you wash your hands when you finish, because between the pee and the poop, I don't know. Just wash your hands, please. Anyway, come to find out, she's pregnant! Yay! New baby to the family. So now they got to go and tell Josh and Danielle the great news. They did it after trying, I think for like 6 months. They were saying they was trying for. But congratulations, ladies. Boop. Okay, so Josh and Danielle come to the house and they tell them the great news that they're pregnant. Everybody's really excited. I like their dynamic. Their dynamic is pretty cool. I like that. I don't feel like no one intrudes too much like Lisa. I don't feel like it's not one person doing the most like Lisa. But I really do like their dynamic. I think they're cool. So they're talking about, you know, the baby and the influence. So he's like, oh, so the wife, Danielle, Josh's wife, Danielle says, well, you're going to be a biological father. So Jennifer made sure she made that clear. Hold up. You're going to be biological, but you are not the father. You are not dad. Let's be clear. Mom's right here. We the two moms. You, You're not going to be dad and calling you dad. You don't have no say. This is our baby. You just donated your sperm to us. So they talking around the table like, okay, how do you know, it's going to be a little weird telling the kids. Once again, I like this dynamic. But Jennifer said it best. Exactly. She said, well, I think we should tell the kid when they're young. So as they're growing up, it don't feel weird. So they know where they came from, but they know we're mom and mom, or mom and mom, and mommy and ma. You know how that goes. Whichever names they want to get their baby want to call them at this point. So, Josh is looking a little like he wasn't prepared for that. It like Josh want to be like really, really involved in a relationship in the child's life, and I'm like, Josh, I don't think that's gonna work. She's telling you, they telling you you don't have no input. You just donated. You just and however way it went up in her, that was it. Josh and Danielle looked like, wait, hold on. But y'all should have known this was the deal, y'all. They a married couple. Why would they want y'all? You know, the sperm donor don't come to the house and hang. Y'all, I'm with Jennifer. You let the kid know. We explain to the child. And that's it. Don't think you're going to come over to my house and I'm going to come see my baby. Boy, bye. So I do like the dynamic. Okay, we're back with Jimmy, Wendy, John, and Lisa. Now, they're in RV and they just talking, right? And then they finally, on day 2, hit Virginia. So they started talking about a story about Virginia, how her father, Lisa's father, was married to somebody named Virginia. I think her name was Virginia. And the father didn't come to Lisa's wedding because the mother was feeling uncomfortable. So long story short, Wendy said, well, you didn't come to our wedding either. Because she was saying how uncomfortable the mom was. So Wendy says, you didn't come to our wedding either. And she was like, oh yeah, I didn't come to y'all wedding. I was in Paris. And so Wendy goes, yeah, I heard, because you didn't want to be there when the day we got married. When Lisa's face is like, she got a taste of her own medicine, y'all. She said, oh, she trying to put me on the spot. No, bitch. This is what you wanted. You wanted this road trip. Let's go down this lane. So now they talking about the day that they got married. Lisa says, yeah, we went to Paris. So John goes, oh, we wasn't here for you guys' wedding. So Jimmy says, no. He was like, so Wendy, oh, it's so many names to this, y'all. It is so confusing. Wendy goes, yeah, you didn't like me. You didn't want to come to our wedding. So, Lisa's trying to act like in front, like that's not the truth or whatever. So then Lisa gets all emotional and said, yeah, she went to Paris for the weekend. I'm saying to myself, for the weekend? You went to Paris? Wait, hold up. So y'all telling me y'all flew to Paris for the weekend? I'm assuming she meant more than just the weekend because, like, who's flying to Paris for the weekend? Is that even? Okay. Anyway, that's what she said. So she's like, yeah, I didn't want to be there because Paris is another time zone and basically the dates are going to be different. So if she was in Paris, she wouldn't know when they got married. She wouldn't actually know their wedding date. Bitch, you know that wedding date. I don't give what you say. You know that wedding date because you up all in their personal business. Lisa wants Jimmy. Poor John is sitting there like, oh, I didn't even put that together. Lisa over there getting all emotional about Wendy and John's marriage. After 18, y'all, they've been married for 18 years, bitch. Why are you still getting emotional? That tells me, like I've been saying, Lisa is not over Jimmy. Jimmy can give 2 damns. But Lisa is not over Jimmy, y'all, and that's a problem. Because her husband is like, wait a second. He don't say nothing. Lisa be running circles around that damn man. John don't say nothing. So Wendy, they going back. Wendy, when I tell you it's landed on thick, it's laying on thick. It's putting her all in awkward situation. Talk about she dropped a bomb. No, bitch, you wanted this RV trip. Every time you get a chance, you drop bombs on us. How 2 years into him and Wendy's relationship, he wrote you a letter talking about how much he still loved you. Did you forget about that? Oh, did you also forget about the time you told us that he called you every year on your anniversary? Did you forget about that? Did you also forget about the time how you keep telling us that he loved you and you will always be his first and his first love? Did you forget? Did you been dropping bombs on us this whole fucking time we've been watching this? And now Wendy drops a bomb finally. Now you feeling like she did this on purpose and oh, she just telling my business. Girl, you don't go get your dusty ass out. Not Wendy. Lisa rubs me the wrong way. We're going to move on to the next group. All right, the next couples we got up is we got Lauren, John, April, and Roy. These damn names are going to run me they're gonna run me ragged. They're gonna run me insane because I be getting confused on who is who and what is what relationship until I actually see them on the screen. Okay. Roy is in April. Why I call Lisa? Roy is in April's garage fixing their son's motorcycle. John is not home and Lauren must be at home somewhere down the street because you remember they only live down the street from each other. So anyway, She goes outside and now she's feeling nervous. This is so weird. She's feeling nervous to tell Roy that John asked her to remarry him. Why is that? Why do you feel funny? I'm about to break this down for y'all. I gotta do this breakdown because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And I'm about to break it down in my own damn words. Y'all ready? Here we go. Lisa goes outside. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. You hear me? Hey, Roy. I got something to tell you. John just asked me to marry him again. Okay. He asked you, why the fuck are you telling me? Oh, I just thought you would want to know that he, because, I want you to be there. You're my best friend. Okay, I hear you, but I'm not coming to your wedding. You wouldn't come to my wedding? Yo, April got to be the most selfish individual on here. When I tell you April is selfish, she's not understanding why why Roy do not want to come to her and John's wedding. Bitch, you left him for John while he was over in Japan. You told a man that you didn't want to be with him while he was deployed. You told this man over the phone, after he couldn't get in contact with you, that you didn't want to be with him. Long story even shorter, they eloped. They didn't tell nobody they got married. It was a secret. They was telling everybody they was basically still friends. I was wondering how they was getting away with all this because it's confusing. I think they was cheating, if you want to know the truth. I think they was cheating on their spouse, and they end up separating from their spouse. Once they were separated, they got married because everything was happening so goddamn fast. They said it wasn't like that, but y'all lying. You're lying because your husband was deployed somewhere. John was having issues with his wife. He came and cut your grass. You made him dinner, and things went off from that moment. Girl, April, who you trying to convince? Anyway, April sitting here acting stupid and dumb, like she don't understand why Roy don't want to come to their wedding. So she's like, I'm trying to understand, but I just don't. Bitch, because you don't want to understand. Roy said, I remember how it went down. Why would I want to be at your wedding? What do you mean you wouldn't want to be? It's been a long time now. It's been 4 years. Bitch, for who? You? Okay. But I ain't ready for it. She don't understand why he ain't ready for it. So Roy said how he found out that she married John. Check this out. Roy came home, you guys. Yes, to the home that him and April shared together. That home. Walked in the door. Somebody was sitting at the bar. And guess who was sitting at the bar? Good old boy John was sitting at the bar. Okay, so time was going on. Now, mind you, she already told him there was divorce and she was wanting to leave and she was separating or whatever. So John is there. So he's kind of shocked, like, why is John in our house? Yada, yada, yada. I guess some days or a little bit time done went over and she found out. No, he said he was in the kitchen and he found a prescription bottle. This is how he found out they was married. I think some time lapse somewhere in between because the way they was telling the story, but I'm just breaking this down as best as I could. He was in the kitchen and he seen a prescription. He picks up a prescription bottle and that's when he noticed that her name was different. I said, wait a second. Are we going through her medicine stuff now? So you just happened to go, first of all, why did you pick up her prescription bottle? That didn't belong to you. Y'all wasn't married because apparently y'all wasn't married because she was married to John. The crazy part is I don't even know if her and John was living together because nobody knew they was married. And Roy came home, so meaning he was in that house that y'all was, child. He found out they was married through a prescription. And the first thing I'm like, okay, was you snooping? Was you snooping and being nosy, trying to figure out shit? Because I'm not understanding why did you pick up the prescription bottle and look at the name that's on this prescription? Maybe because you thought your kids was there, so you thought it was them. I don't know. So anyway, long story short, John found out they was cheating because I believe John, me too. John is still hurt. John act like he ready to cry in this confessional. John looked like, John said, yo, okay, so you just left your husband for 10 years for the neighbor? Girl, bye, for emotional. Girl, bye. I ain't buying. Me neither, John. Don't worry about it. Not John. Why I keep calling that man John? John is the new husband. Don't worry about it, Roy. I believe you. I believe April is a selfish individual. I think April just want her cake and eat it too. But sometimes, like, why not? Why, if we can have our cake and our ice cream and eat it all at the same time, why not, right? She only doing what she can, what she thinks she can. John don't say shit. Roy looking like, look. You can say all this you want. You can look emotional. You can tell me how much of a best friend I am to you. But, bitch, I'm not coming. Get that through your head. She walks off like, okay. Sad and upset. Bitch, why are you mad? He don't want to be there. April, if you don't get your little selfish ass out of here and go sit down somewhere, go knit a sweater or something. Oh, did I tell y'all that John and April still live in the house that Roy and April was living in, that Roy was paying for? Did I tell y'all? Did I tell y'all that part? Shit, this lady is crazy. This lady got balls. Balls. Selfishly balls at that. Them balls are so motherfucking selfish, it's not even funny. Okay, we back with, who we got? What is their name? Lisa, Jack. I was calling that man John before, and his name is Jack. And Jimmy and Wendy. You know, they in a road trip. They doing a lot of flirting. He tell her, Jimmy tells his ex-wife Lisa in front of her fiance and in front of his wife that her toes look really good. He said they look like a brand new red Chevy. I said, please don't let that be your favorite car. Please don't let that be your favorite car. Not saying that in front of your wife. I think I would have gut punched my... What are you doing? Right here? You see this? Don't be complimenting over there. All this right here is what you need to be complimenting on. But y'all know, Wendy just sat there like, taking notes. But they flirting. They end up going to an alligator... What is them things called? I don't even know, and I live in Florida. That's crazy. What them things called when they be getting on them big fan boats? They make all that goddamn noise, and there be alligators in the water. Yeah, they went there. Long story short, they in there, and John reaches over his wife, Wendy, to rub something off his ex-wife, Lisa's face when her husband is sitting right there. I said, wait a second, not you reaching over your wife. Not you doing it for a long-ass time. Not you going like this and over. No, not you. Side note, in the confessional, Jimmy and Wendy, no, Jack and Wendy are saying how uncomfortable they are because Lisa and Jimmy are doing the most. When I say doing the most, it's Lisa doing the most. Okay, let me tell you what vibe this is giving me. Lisa still wants Lisa still wants Jimmy. But Jimmy not here for that. Jimmy is looking at Lisa like a straight friend. You can tell by the interaction. Lisa more so is doing it, A, to get on Wendy's fucking nerves. I'm convinced of that for sure. And B, because she's still in love with Jimmy. She still wants Jimmy. Bitch, it been 18 years. Get the fuck... When do you get over it, girl? 18 years and you still... Shit, after year 2, you should have been over it. I'm sorry. Shit, okay, he wrote you a letter. Okay, make it year 3 because you seen they were still together. And they seem like they all right. They kind of happy. You could be talking about some kind of happy. They look happy. I don't know these people's relationship. I only know what they showing me on the screen right now. But anyway, yeah. So Wendy finally says to Jimmy, you put your hands on her again. Put your hands on her. She didn't say it like that. But this is what she was saying. Do it again. Don't put your hand on her again. Watch what happened. What they still on that boat thing. What? Do it again. Touch her. I dare you. I'm gonna push your ass right at them. Let one of the alligators eat your ass up. Do it again. Play with me if you want. So Wendy ended up saying in her confessional on the side note, he put his hands on her one more time. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem. But Lisa gave him that look. I mean, not Lisa. Wendy gave Jimmy that look like, do it again. Do it again and watch what happened. Jimmy, you're going to mess up 18 years by putting your hand... See, this is too much. That's why I'm telling y'all. This situation is too much for me. Because it's Lisa. Lisa is doing the most. I think Lisa is doing it to get under Wendy's skin. And Jack. What the hell is this man's name? Jack ain't saying shit. Jack is letting it go on. Wendy said, absolutely not. I don't care who's sitting here. Don't do it again. Jimmy like, what? Oh, then he gonna talk about his confessional that Wendy's a little insecure. Duh! You reached over your wife to rub your ex-wife's face. Talk about you thought she had a bug. I don't give a fuck. Let that bug sit on it. Let it bite her ass. I don't care. Don't put your hands on her. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's all what Lisa was saying, y'all. Y'all, that was the end of this episode. We're going to move on to the next episode because there might be some shit going down. Let me just make sure this is the end of the episode. Hold on. Yep, that was the end of the episode. Wendy giving him the you up look. Play with me if you want. Y'all, that was the end of this episode of You, Me, and My Ex, Season 1, episode, I think this is 4. Yeah, this is episode 4. If not, I'll put it in somewhere in the description box. Y'all shit. Y'all know how I do. Moving on. I'm out.